Welcome back. As you can see, the saga continues as we disassemble our 2017 Camaro SS 1LE. And it's getting hot today, and a lot of things have changed, so we're getting through there in the disassembly. There's a couple things of note that I want to point out. We'll get into that, show you a couple different things handheld here, and then move into a time-lapse on the other side where you can see how it actually comes apart in time like that, in case you're curious. It's not much that way, but it's pretty easy. As you can see, this thing's becoming less and less of a car every day. Not every day, but every day I'm working on it. These sill plates are double-sided taped. You want to pry that first before you do that and break off all these like I did. That's fun. Side skirts are pretty easy. They're all just snapped on. You kind of just work your way along. Once you get all along, you can just work your way along and pop all of them out with a little pry tool. The inner wells come out pretty straightforward. There's a few Torx bits that go in there into these screw holes, and then a couple of clips, and they pull out pretty easily. And all of this is coming apart so we can get to this guy down in here. Nice 13 mil holding the dash. We got the other side to do yet. We'll show that in a time lapse. And then the inner well is off there. Getting it apart. Of course, we're still labeling everything. Headlights got to be labeled. Next label I got to put up there. And that's what we got. It's hot. We're sweating. We're getting things done. Moving on to the time lapse. All right, well, there it is, the HVAC unit. After much trial and deliberation, we managed to extricate it from the dash. And I wanted to film a lot of the removal. However, there wasn't much to see because I was having to be in and around everything. You just couldn't get a good view with camera angles and stuff. What I want to do is let me get over here to this other side. All right, this monstrosity is all in the woven, not just woven through the entire dash. It comes through, up, around, over, under, and around, and back around, and then plugs into that plug on the other side. There's about 5-6 computers in the dash. And now we're down to the pedal assembly to remove, and then firewall insulation, and we're about finished with the interior. I'll tell you what, if you own a 2017 or newer Camaro and you ever have to take the dash out or pay someone to take the dash out, be prepared. I would not wish this on my worst enemy. Because it is literally a nightmare. If I ever get this put back together the way it's kind of supposed to be, it'll be a miracle. Not gonna lie, miracle. We got more computer stuff here. We've got to extricate it from back in there and all around there. Get the pedal assembly out and just keep working back through pulling wire harnesses, battery cables. I don't know who thought it was a good idea to put all of this in another car, but I don't know. I mean, we'll just put the motor in, put a Holly on it, call it a day. No, we do things at another level around here, and the level we're going to do around here is up here. All right, now that I have this down to where I want, and the wire harness is pretty much peeled back to this area, we're going to move on to the removal of the engine, get that down, and that's the next step. Then it'll give me the room I need to get the wire harness through that firewall, kick panel area, and move on down the line. Then the next step, when you start getting maybe a little bit overwhelmed, it's natural, it's a normal feeling, and what you gotta do is just separate sections. You've prepared yourself, you've labeled your connectors. They'll give you some idea where they're gonna go. You've prepared the best you can. Take lots of pictures, and you'll figure it out. Just chop it up into little sections, a little interior stuff, a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and you'll get through it. The overwhelming feeling of stuff probably not going away. Just gotta fight through that. You're gonna be sitting there with your coffee in the morning thinking to yourself, what have I done? It'll be okay.